started back up. Here we are in Long Live the Queen. The Queen is yet to make her grand entrance. Until she does, work on clearing the area of her subjects. However, beware, some of the bombs will self-destruct at merely the sight of an intruder. The Queen's subjects are loyal to a T, and will follow any order given to them, including the ultimate order to sacrifice themselves in her name. When the order is given, be ready to fall back out of the blast range, lest you take the full brunt of the damage. There, to the rear, the bomb chars advance! Okay, that's not good. There is no end to the bomb chars. Turn your eyes elsewhere. Tolton goes back to sleep and is instantly woken up. An enemy appears. Damn bomb chars. You sense a hostile presence. He who slumbers is doomed to bear the blast's full force. Silence the slimes, lest you succumb to the flames. Bomb Baronet.
Oh, I tried to make it come back here.
This one can be a bit annoying to do just because there's so many bombs exploding and you gotta run around them.
That's why it's a good idea to pick fire.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised that this bomb's able to run here. The Queen will not step down from her throne so easily. Because this is like on the path to the Behemoth lair, I'm pretty sure. Behemoth domain. Kind of surprised he's okay with the bomb just fucking shit up on the path to his home. Good!
Okay.
The life spills from the bomb, Queen, with every blow. Really?
Just realized Colton's not in Sword Oath.
Excellent.
When the Queen falls, her subjects will be overtaken with grief and end their lives. Take care not to join them. A nice little chunk of EXP. That was adequate. Back to me, adventurer.
Adequate, you piece of shit.
Your performance is deserving of award beyond that which was promised within your accordance. 23,000 EXP. Can't argue with that. Alright. Now, we have... Let me make sure my recording is working. It seems to be, though yeah, I forgot to name my Dying Light streams, so that's not good. Alright, next we have Ward Up. 5 Void Sent demons have descended on into the Singing Shards, devouring the souls of any and all who cross their path. Early attempts at slaying the creatures have all ended in failure. For as long as one survives, it will continuously summon the fallen back to its side. If a party were able to somehow time the killing of the blows necessary to fell all 5 of the creatures at once, victory may be possible. However, the demons will try and stop this by employing combinations of complex battle forms to thwart their pursuers' plans.
For this, I decided to play a class with fewer dots.
The enemy
So
will
I
use
don't
one of
accidentally kill something.
the enemy will use one of many formations to give themselves the advantage in battle. The Black Cross renders one of the cameos invulnerable to attacks. The Demon's Sword increases attack potency, and the Screaming Circle summons a Void Sent minion to battle. If one of the cameos is defeated, the remaining Void Sent will resummon their fallen champion or companion at full strength within a matter of moments. Weaken each of the 5 targets equally, and then deal the 5 killing blows in succession. Hit by terror. As long as one cannot be harmed, you will never be able to destroy the lot. Okay, well. Now we're just gonna switch to B, I guess. They're forming a defensive line!
Are any of them still invulnerable?
Nope.
Doesn't seem like it.
When they split like that, the one I marked becomes
Oh
vulnerable
crap, one of them
again.
died.
Ah.
Gotta be quick. You've done it! They can no longer escape their dark demesne. You've an act for this, haven't you? It was as if I were watching myself 10 summoners past. Yeah, there we go. There's more for you and your companions than meets the eye. I sense great things from you, and I would know, a veteran of some 25 summers. Alright. Is that the only one? Let's see. No, we have Solemn Trinity next. This one might require a little bit of a wait. Solemn Trinity. The Gigants are made up of 3 distinct classes. The ruling class of Gigas, the slave class of Giants, and the Hecaton Shares, a second class of slaves who have spent the past several centuries trapped in a sealed mine. The enmity between the classes runs deep, and when any 2 converge, sparks will fly. But when all 3 converge, the results can be devastating. Parties from all 3 of the Gigant classes have stumbled into a dig site of the Sons of St. Coinage. The researchers have all fled to safety, but the artifacts they discovered remain on the field. Slay the intruders while protecting the relics from needless destruction. Okay, so is everybody the class that they want to be?
Yeah.
Alright. So this one might require a bit of a wait, just because there's so many people needed, and there's also a healer needed for it, and 8 people. But it's not going to be too long of a wait time, that said. I would ask Steve to come along, but he's AFK. Oh, we got 1 DPS. We just need 2 DPS and a healer. Look at Mira. Mira looks amazing. There's the Dodo. Hello, Dodo. Oh, I don't know if I showed all of you yet. Check this out. I'm riding my Chocobo inside. That said, though, I also got a new outfit for him. Let's go out into the light. Squirms has a new outfit. Check this out. It is the Wild Rose Barding. You get this from being a veteran bonus of like playing for, I think, 940 days? 960 days? Something like that? 940? Sounds right. 960 is there. Yeah, and then you get another bonus at 1080. that gets you the outfit from Zidane from FF9. But I kind of like the barding here. It's pretty cool looking. Squirms is still a yellow chocobo. I'll have to get him to be a different color soon. What do you think? What color should Squirms be?
Squirms should be the same color as Squirmels.
You think Squirms should be Dalamud red?
Yeah.
Look at this majestic chocobo. And then the rain fell. I can't even see the rain on my stream, which is weird. Wait, no, I can. Never mind. Come on, players of ERs here, hop into the queue, so we can go fight with these damn gigants. I eagerly await their demise. Payment after stream today, we need to do expert, we need to do low level with Miro, and we need to do Weeping City.
I'd like to go to the gym though.
No, you're not allowed to.
Damn!
Yeah, well, we have all night for these things, so it's you can go to the gym. That's fine. Ah, there's Judge Master Sid. Hello, Judge Master Sid. There's John McCain. John McCain. Come on, people. We need 3 people still. Not a lot of people do Guildhest, which is why the queue is taking a little longer than usual. Plus, it's an 8-man, which I don't think we've done an 8-man yet on stream, have we? I think this is the first one that opens up for people. If you do the Guildhests. Hey, there's Willow Rosenberg, a Buffy fan. And she's a black mage, I think. Maybe a white mage. Not thaumaturge, so gonna be a black mage. Average wait time 5 minutes. Time expired 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh, we lost our other DPS.
No.
Taking its time. Alright, if we don't get anybody else by 7 minutes, I'm just gonna cancel it. Because I don't want to sit here and wait like this on stream for a while. I may end up just recording this one or getting 8 people together before Praetorium or something.
Apparently my device has insufficient storage to update things. Have to delete some stuff, I guess. It's alright. Do that another time.
After that, we're gonna do the cutscene with Lambertaint and continue on through the story. did get myself a nice chunky XP from doing those 2 guild tests, so. Accidentally sent that as a whisper to a gill seller. Who's apparently offline already. Rickman DD Kex. Alright, so canceling this in 3 seconds. 2, 1.
Aw. What can you do?
Alright, Lambertant. Let me share my screen just in case somebody else comes in. Why, yes, I am Professor Lambertant. Beg pardon, you wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly? Well, nothing would give me greater pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow woman of science. Alright, all due precautions. Professor Lambertant is eager to tell you anything and everything of corrupted crystals. Ah, so rare it is to find fellow intellectuals in this region. 'Tis even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Come to think of it, there was another, a hermit to whom the church had given sanctuary. Curious fellow, unsociable, rather daft at first impression, yet possessed of an amazing affinity towards the scientific pursuits. But the matter at hand, did you say you wish not to conduct field observations, but to harvest a corrupted crystal? Egads, woman! At least take the necessary precautions so that you do not suffer the exposure to its harmful energies. I'm beginning to wonder if you've sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. If you bring me a suitable vessel, say a common clay pot, I shall coat it with an alchemical sealant of my own design. Simply store the crystal you seek within this pot to protect yourself from its deleterious effects. Where might you find a clay pot? Well, I'm hardly a merchant, but surely some fellow at the Golden Bazaar has some for sale. PMet, what Tolton's talking about isn't an actual thing in the game. It's just stuff that he thinks should be in the game. We're heading up to the Golden Bazaar. It's been a while since we've been up in this area. I think the last time I came up here was before I fought Ifrit. It's very strange. My OBS says it's broadcasting it. Oh, no, no, it's shifting again. Oh, that's annoys the crap out of me. Anyway. Alright, so you can be this guy.
You get a pot, and you get a pot. Everyone gets a pot. Sorry, I get a bit carried away when disposing of old merchandise. Anyroad, take my pot, please.
Excellent. Now I'm lazy, so I'm not going to walk back there. Payment, you're not allowed to hop out and do things with your Chocobo. That's not allowed. Because when you're busy, you're not. When you're busy, you're not paying attention, and then I have to remind you when it's your turn to say a line.
I'll pack us in. You haven't been talking to any women.
True, but in case. Fascinating. Even accounting for the unusually strong etherical currents in this region, the crystalline formations are... Oh, you've returned! Any luck finding a pot, like I suggested? Clay pot, a simple vessel that will most likely last longer than its maker. Well, this is indeed an unremarkable piece of rubbish, but for our purposes it shall suffice. There you go. Sealed with science. Professor Lamberton is about to show you something you will never forget. With a liberal application of my alchemical sealant, this sorry excuse of earthenware will be reborn as a corrupted crystal containment device. Now, observe as this scholar skillfully, almost dropped that, skillfully, coats the interior of this pot just so. There, it's finished. You no longer need to fear the crystal's transformative energies. Though I suppose you will be bombarded with its energies until you place it within the vessel. Well, perhaps it shall motivate you to work quickly. In any case, I would now have you take the warded pot to Hasako, a student of mine monitoring the flow of aether at the High Bridge. Explain to him your quest, and he shall instruct you on the finer points of crystal harvesting. Silly, you can be Hahasako. Let's go, Squirms, to High Bridge. You need more sleep? Yeah, I gotta go over to my brother's and feed his cats because he's gone for the weekend. I also need to do Void Arc. As for this Void Arc, that's a late game dungeon. We will be doing that on stream eventually. If I can figure out why my stream is running like shit. Really bad now. Is that because I'm sharing screens? There you go. Okay. Hahasako. That's you, silly.
How many times must I be made to explain myself? I am not contemplating suicide, you imbecile. I have chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements.
Warded pot, a simple clay pot that has been treated on the inside with a special alchemical sealant.
What have we here? A containment vessel? Why, this is the handiwork of Professor Lambertaint. You thieving knave, I shall call for the... Oh, made it especially for you by the man himself? Then you must have sought me out per his instruction, which means he believes me experienced enough to expound upon his explanations. At last, the recognition I so rightfully deserve.
Alright, Hahasako. With utmost care, Hahasako is trying very hard to contain his excitement, and is failing.
Oh, frabjous day! Kulu, Kule! That I should be chosen to guide this woman. Yes, I, Hahasako, greatest professor of Lambertaint's pupils, shall see that you successfully quarry your quarry. Your timing is impeccable. In fact, for I was just preparing to procure corrupted crystals from the burning wall for my personal research. There, the devastating destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with a bounty of sublime specimens. but something tells me that naught but a perfect peace will satisfy your high standards, in which case you must needs descend to the deepest depths. Amidst the flowing waters and murderous Mirror lies the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate a small fragment from the large cluster. Place it within the warded pot and bear it back to me for inspection. The path which leads from the Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall is treacherous and terrifying, but advance with appropriate caution and you shall surely survive.
Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing screen there so the stream can function better. And then we're going to head off to the Burning Wall. The Burning Wall is a pretty cool area. That's you'll see all those crystal fragments there in the sky and such. That's actually, well, part of the Burning Wall. So we get to go experience what it looks like up close. Sorry. Get to run by these Furbles, which are basically just lunatics from Ragnarok Online. Piamet, you still haven't made me a chat cover for my stream.
What the fuck?
Kazakcha. A friendly Amalja. There's somebody here named Floating Stone. You're not floating. Golden Fleece. Look how pretty this area is. I wonder if I lower the quality of my in-game graphics, if that'll actually help the stream. Let's find out. No, it's not what I want. That's what I want. Let's go with high desktop. According to the game, I'm getting 80 FPS. Let's dodge around this Mirror Knight. Alright, new task over the course of this week. Get my FF14 stream to look better. Always improving. Ha! Oh yes, this is the site of a fate that is needed for the relic weapon. Bear Claw? The hell you hitting me with Bear Claw? You're not a bear. You're a Mirror Knight. Victory. So this is what we're here for, the Corrupted Cluster, and we want to use this quarrying maul. It would not be a lie to say that this sledgehammer was made for harvesting corrupted crystals. There we go. Now, warded pot. We're going to put the corrupted crystal in the warded pot. There we go. There, got it. Now we got to return to Hahasako, so we get to run through this area again. Let's pick a random mount this time. We get Durumu. Alright. In case you're wondering, that weird formation within the red crystals, like, or within the orange crystals, is a piece of Dalamud, the moon that was destroyed in the opening video for 2.0. That housed Bahamut. It's really what caused all this destruction. So, there's that. Time to get back to where we were. I really do like this area though, it's very pretty. Fuck you, you can't catch Durham, man. Between the crystal and yellow crystals. The blue and yellow, I mean, not crystal and yellow. To the Dalamud fragment, we're all good. The funny thing is, though, it's because it's nighttime, that's why those crystals are glowing yellow. If it was daytime, they'd just look like a dull gray. Which is kind of cool that they're phosphorescent crystals. Let's try that and see if it helps on here. I don't know if it will, but I think it did. My stream looks a hell of a lot better now all of a sudden. Alright.
What did you do?
I limited the frames to 60. Share screens. Okay. So, I don't know if you guys have it open, but let me know if you see an improvement. That said, Silly, you are up.
I see you've come galumphing back. Have you the crystal then?
Heavy warded pod. This warded pod contains a corrupted crystal.
What a prodigiously large and lovely crystal! Professor Lamberton will doubtlessly chortle with joy when you present it to him in person. Oh, and upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting.
Certainly. Okay, so now we gotta head back to Professor Lamberton, which I will stop sharing for a sec. So I'm thinking the issue with the stream was my game was running at 80 FPS and my stream right now is set to do a maximum of 50, but because it couldn't, it was trying to compensate for the difference, and it was constantly shifting. So do you have it open, Silly?
I have it paused, personally.
I have it going.
Okay, does
I
it...
probably
to
wouldn't
be-
have noticed an issue at all, so... But 80 FPS, can you even see that?
I can't see it, no, but I can I can see when there's tears or when it shifts FPS.
So currently, for me, the stream has you run for a few paces and then speed up for a few paces and then run for a few paces and then speed up for a few paces.
I have 17 FPS.
But the quality of the graphics are okay.
It's weird because when I'm watching it doesn't do any of that choppiness. That's okay. Anyway, my keen scholar tells me that you've obtained a corrupted crystal, am I right? Oh well, I'll keep trying. If you grant me a moment to examine the crystal. It is as you desired, a corrupted crystal overflowing with wind-aspected ether. Remind me, for what purpose did you intend to use this crystal? Again. What? To breach a barrier comprised of wind-aspected ether? Oh dear. That may prove problematic, as this crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. I suppose I am at fault for not inquiring as to your objectives from the start. Had I known your intent, I would never have sent you to Hasako. But what is science if not trial and error? And can you truly say that this failure has taught you nothing? Think, woman. You now understand the methods necessary to safely collect a corrupted crystal. You will doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. What's more, the crystal you collected can serve as an invaluable research or resource for ethereal studies conducted by the students of Baldessian. You've heard of them. Well, I don't mean to boast, but I have a professional relationship with the organization. Not as equals, of course. I would never be so bold as to claim that level of expertise. Are you all right? Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. Anyway, I shan't keep you from your task. You've still a corrupted crystal to find. A promising prospect. Professor Lambertain knows where you might find the crystal you seek. Corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength are not all that common. I fear, fortunately, one of my other students, Sienna, claims to have discovered another promising site in eastern Lanasia. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern Lanasia is where she was nearly killed from wandering too close to an imperial castrum. Now that made for an amusing anecdote. It was western Lanasia, Ferris Cirrus, on the Isles of Umber to be precise. I can't recall her exact reasoning, but something to do with Dalamud's talons or some such nonsense. What I can say for certain is that she is still at Aleport, attempting to gain access to the Isles. Why not travel there and see if Sienna's inquiries bear fruit? If you can look past the crass and violent ways of the local pirates, you might find your time there to be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to take your makeshift warded pot, lest you think you are unprepared for the task. Alright, we finally got a character for PM at the voice. Let me see here. I'm gonna reset.